It's a must.
So please wait for a while.
Don't worry, go ahead. Take it easy.
So 1 minute, there is some network issue.
Don't worry, don't worry. Take it easy, take it easy. So, guys, other boys and girls, that you should be ready to present your own presentation, Ford versus Ferrari. I am very happy to announce that I received more than 80 plus PowerPoint presentation from 2019 batch and 2020 batch. So it is a really proud moment for the MIT Business School that this is the first task, which is the which have a standard of the international management education. And in this first task, you more than 80% boys management learners are success. So good wishes to everyone, and within 5 minutes I will lock this meeting so that no one can be enter again. And in the next session sequence of this session, we can conduct this same Ford versus Ferrari on Monday or Tuesday. Let us, we will decide, and the speaker are most welcome for it also. So let us start. Lakshay, I think things are ready. Yeah, show me thumbs up. Ready? Yeah.
Lakshay, you are not audible.
Hello, now I have to start from the start, or like from the a continuation I have to do?
From start.
Okay, no. So before moving further, I want to say thank to each one of you for coming here and showing this sort of enthusiasm to make us a part of this amazing PPT, which we'll be presenting on the movie, which is Ford versus Ferrari. And good afternoon to one and all present here. My name is Lakshya Sharma, with my fellow colleagues who are Rohit Kumar Gupta, Ashi Jain, and Swati Gupta, will be presenting you the enormous and epic history incidents from this movie, which is Ford versus Ferrari, which is mentored by our Dean Sir, Dr. Devendra Arora. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. It's an amazing biography of two companies who are giant in automobile sector, which are Ford and Ferrari. Ford, founded in 1903 by Henry Ford in Detroit, and Ferrari in 1939 by Enzo Ferrari in Italy. By analysis of this movie, we come to know different sort of technical and management learnings attached with this movie. They are the challenges, how they face, how they come across to all sorts of challenges what competitors are giving in the market, and how to grab the opportunities and fulfill the requirement of the people. In this, we will also discuss the techniques and tactics what Ford and Ferrari adopted to capture the market. To make a brand image, they did a fantastic job, different sort of things, which you'll be able to know as PPT goes along. By this, you will also come to know about the negotiation skills, what these giant companies and use to build their brand image and to defeat the competitors. If I tell you about sort of taglines for Ferrari, which is "We are the competitors." And moving further with the PPT, which is Ford versus Ferrari, it's a movie review we are doing, which released on 15th November 2019, which is directed by James Mangold, American sports drama film. It's an amazing and epic movie. You all must watch this. Box office did a huge revenue, which is 1.55 crores USD. And this movie is from the era which is 1959 and 1967. Producers of this movie are James Mangold, Peter Chernin, Alex Young, and 20th Century Studios. If I tell you up some of this sort of thing, what you'll be able to see in our further PPT, which are these in sort of different lines, are American car designer Carroll Shelby and driver Ken Miles Batty, corporate interference and the laws of physics to build 24 hours of Le Mans in 1966. This movie is having an amazing rating, which is 8.1 out of 10. And this movie revolves around action, biography, and drama, which is 2 hours and 32 minutes. Amazing movie. These are some sort of what you can say ratings or their feedback from the people who watched this movie and said that it's an ultimate art piece of art. So if I tell you about 24 hours Le Mans race, which is amazing thing for all the automobile industry who are present in the market. The history of Le Mans race is started in France. It's a 24 hours race from 1923 to till date. And the 24 hours of Le to showcase their power, their engineering, their innovation in the field of automobile. It is considered as one of the most prestigious automobile races in the world and has been called the Grand Prix of endurance and efficiency. That what sort of technologies they are using to capture the market. This movie is all about. The race is organized by Automobile Club d'Aquas, which is ACO, and it is held in Circuit de la Sarthe, which is composed of closed public roads and dedicated sections of racing tracks. Now you all must be amazed to see the track, which is of 4.185 kilometers. This race goes up continuously for 24 hours. Can you imagine that? Like continuous, you have to drive a car for 24 hours on a different sort of intervals with different people. This is the challenge what motor companies take to showcase the abilities what their car can show in normal conditions as well. Because this is a amazing transformation what this race has given to the motor and automobile industry. Now, there are different sort of impacts from this 24 hours Le Mans race, which is started from France. The brand image of automobile companies just increase it because you will be able to trust on the brand because they are doing this 24 hours race to showcase the skills and to make their image, a brand image, a very interesting and very trustworthy. Car companies have interesting ways to communicate their brand and to display their power, some more effective than others in Le Mans France 24 hours race. Results on the track have debated effect on sales. As sort of earlier, if you are having trust of the people, like you are showcasing your power in 24 hours Le Mans race, the sales revenue will automatically increase for the company because they have their trust of the people. But manufacturers continue to use racing of research and development, perfecting ideas on the track before they show up in the production cars. So these all sort of things you'll be able to understand, the management learning you'll be able to understand, the technical analysis, what how people, how giant companies think to capture the market in this further PPT. Now, I would like to call my fellow, which is who is Swati Gupta, to please take the lead and continue this case study, which is Ford versus Ferrari. Thank you so much.
मेरी कैसी आ रही है? Thank you, Lakshay. I am audible? Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Lakshay. Moving forward with the key stars in the movie. The
Swati
main,
Gupta.
मैम
yes,
आपकी वॉइस बहुत कम आ रही है
uh,
और मैम सर की तो आ ही नहीं रही थी
please wait.
मैम एको हो रहा है आपकी वॉइस में से.
Okay, wait.
Swati.
Ma'am, I guess
Yes.
she's a student.
Sir,
Yeah,
अब आ
please
रही है आवाज?
continue with the PPT.
यस मैम
Yes,
आपकी तो आ रही है
Yes, Swati, you are audible.
Audible, ma'am.
Okay, now moving forward with the key stars in the movie. The main characters, in my opinion, was surely Carol Shelby and Ken Miles, the two men at the heart of Ford's race to catch Ferrari for racing supremacy in the movie Ford vs Ferrari. Firstly, Karen Shelby, portrayed by actor Matt Damon, was done truly a justice to the role. Mr. Shelby was an American automotive designer, racing driver, and entrepreneur. Then Ken Miles, a race car driver hired by Mr. Shelby as a testing driver, was played by Kristen Bale. Now, the other important characters was Mr. Henry Ford II, the owner of Ford Motor Company, which was played by Tracy Lattis, and Mr. Enzo Ferrari, the owner of Ferrari Company, was played by Remo Giron. Now, the other important characters was Leo Beebe, played by Josh Lucas, was Ford's executive director and is most remembered for making a controversial decision during the Le Mans race 1966. And Lee Lokaka, as Ford marketing executive, was portrayed by John Brintle. Now, let's discuss some management learnings we get from this movie, Ford vs Ferrari. So, the technical challenges that was faced by Mr. Ken Miles, Mr. Shelby, and its team was as follows. Don't adapt new techniques until you know what problem you are trying to solve. Means we learned it as Mr. Ken Miles, a test driver, keeps on testing the racing cars so that he can make the best racing car by identifying the problems and then adapting new technologies to solve them. Secondly, while designing the racing car and testing its functionalities, they come to know that designs and functionality are the two sides of the same car because it goes together. Both are necessary for making a winning racing car. And lastly, developing a car fast enough to compete with Ferrari and survive the Le Mans race was itself very challenging. So these were the major challenges that was faced by technical department. Similarly, we can also learn the management challenges faced by Ford Motor Company and its management team. So the first challenge is too many heads but few brains. Means in the movie, we can clearly see that Ford company may have tons of good managers and executives, but only few have that vision which can bring success to Ford. The true name in the movie was Lee Coco, who surely a good vision towards the winning. Now, the next learning we can say is that the managers over the with the Ford Motor Company, they hardly know how to learn from others. And next is it if it doesn't make you cry, it's not worth anything. Means actually in the movie, firstly, Mr. Ford was not so sure about Ken Miles as driver of Ford racing car, but once he took a ride in that car, he starts crying out of fear and happiness, stating that now he's sure about Ken Miles and proud to have such an amazing car. Also, at the same time, he understands that it's not about the car only who will make them win the race. It's about the driver driving a stick who who puts his life into the car to win the race. So, yes, there is no automatic. You need to drive a stick. Now, as we see, both technical and management staff have their own challenges and learnings. Despite of that, it is very important to have a proper coordination between two departments or different departments. So let's see how they do the coordination between the technical staff and management staff. Basically, there is no such coordination between the technical staff and management staff. Uh, both the views and actions of the technical staff and management staff keep on clashed every time in the movie. But in these two situations, we can see the true coordination between them. Situation one, this scene in somewhat between halfway after the movie, when marketing manager Mr. Lee informs Mr. Shelby about Mr. Leo's plan for changing Mr. Kelmines as racing driver. Actually, Mr. Leo, being the management of Ford company, doesn't agree with the decision of technical department of choosing Mr. Kelmines as driver. But Mr. Lee coordinated with Mr. Shelby and informs him about the clashes of choice so that he can handle situation better. The second situation is at the end of the movie, where Kel Mines agrees on the decision taken by the Ford management team to tie the race, and all the three cars of the Ford crosses the line at the same time. This is the most controversial scene in the movie, as on one side, Kel Mines was just about to win the race, but he agrees to the management decision to lower down his speed and made tie with the other Ford cars. So this shows a true spirit of coordination. The other important lesson which we can learn from this movie is negotiation skills. It can be seen in the part of conversation between Mr. Ford and Mr. Shelby after failure of his first attempt. I narrate you the scene and you will know how Mr. Shelby negotiates with Mr. Ford and convinced him to make him the only in charge of the Le Mans race. So, when Mr. Shelby enters to Mr. Ford's office, Mr. Ford asks him, "Give me one reason why I don't fire everyone associated with this abomination, starting with you." So Mr. Shelby replied, "Well, sir, I was thinking about the very question as set out there in the loving waiting room. As I was sitting there, I watched that little red folder go through 4 pairs of hands before it got to you. Of course, that doesn't include the 22 or so other Ford employees who probably poked at it before it made its way up to the 19th floor. With all due respect, sir, you are not able to win a race by committee. You need to make one man in charge." After that, Mr. Ford replies him, "We know how to do more than push paper, and there is one man running the company. You report to him. You understand me?" Mr. Shelby politely replies, "Yes, sir." Means, yes, Mr. Ford agrees to him and made him the only in charge who will directly report to him. So now, this is that scene in which Mr. Shelby was negotiating with Mr. Ford in his office. So now I would like to call Ashi Jain to continue further.
Thank you, Swati. Coming to this slide. Swati, please change the slide. Yeah. So Ford has been pleasing customers of all Stara with its wide range of cars and commercial vehicles. Here is the brand image of Ford car on the left side. Ferrari's GT road car mixed power and performance with luxurious comfort and an incredible attention to details. Here is the brand image of Ferrari car on the right. Next slide. So Ford Motor Cars Company, American Automotive Corporation, founded in 16 June 1903 by Henry Ford and 11 associate investors. It has been almost 117 years. The company manufactures passengers, cars, trucks, and tractors, as well as automotive parts and accessories. Its headquarters are in Dearborn, Michigan. Ford distributed car worldwide except 5 countries that are Cuba, North Korea, Iran, Sweden, and Japan. William Clay Ford Jr. is the executive chairman. Jim Fairley is the president and CEO of the company. Ford has net income of 155.9 billion US dollars till 2019. It has been division in Ford, Lincoln, and Motorcraft. Next slide. Ferrari is an Italian luxurious sports car manufacturer based in Italy. It was founded by Enzo Ferrari in 1939. It has been 81 years. Throughout its history, the company has been noted for its continuous participation in racing, especially in Formula One. There, it is the oldest and most successful racing team. Its headquarters is in Merenglio, Italy. It serves cars worldwide. John Ilken is the chairman, Piero Ferrari is the vice chairman, and Louis Camilleri is the CEO. It has revenue of 3.767 billion till 2019. Fiat acquires 50% of Ferrari in 1969 and expanded its stakes to 90% in 1988. But in August 2015, Fiat announced its intention to separate Ferrari. Next slide. Thank you. Logo of Ford with tagline is "Go Further, Build Ford Tough" is on left. A flattened oval figure designed in several shades of blue and white color. The famous stylish Henry Ford signature is embedded on the oval. The use of blue color in the Ford logo symbolizes strength, excellence, and grace of the company, whereas the white color depicts nobility, elegance, and purity. On the right side, the Princic horse emblem yellow background symbolizes the color of Italian city Modena, where Enzo was born. The two letter accomplishes the horse, S and F, that stands for Scuderia Ferrari, the name of the brand's racing division. Strips on the top of the logo in red, white, and green represents the Italian national color. Its tagline is "We are the competition and only those who are there truly lives." Here is the vision and mission statement of Ford and Ferrari. On the left, Ford corporate vision is to become the world's most trusted company designing smart vehicles for a smart world. Its mission is one team, one plan, one goal, which is also known One Ford. To make people's live better by making mobility accessible and affordable. On the right, Ferrari's corporate vision is Ferrari, Italian excellence that makes the world dream. If you can dream it, you can do it. And its mission is we build cars, symbols of Italian excellence the world over, and we do so to win on both road and track. Unique creations that fuel the Princic horse legend and generate the world of dream and emotions. Next slide, please. On this slide, here is the present status of Ford and Ferrari. On the left, there is a graph of Ford global net income from the year 2012 to 2019. It can be seen that there is a great fluctuation in the net income. In 2019, it has been 47 million US dollars income of Ford company. On the right, we can say the increase graph, and in 2019, 3,766 million US dollars are earned by Ferrari company. Now, I request my one of the team member Rohit to continue. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ashi. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rohit. Work culture and Ford. Work culture of Ford and Ferrari. Ford. Ford backgrounds, experience, and beliefs not only define them as individuals, they enhance their efforts in delivering vehicles that benefit all walks of life. Put people first. Ford is a company driven by purpose, whether it's their customer, employees, partners, or communities. They obsess about the wants and needs of people to drive human progress. Do the right thing. Ford began with the belief that trust in their brand and each other comes from the acting with integrity and transparency. They foster safe, inclusive work environments that create freedom to be their whole selves and do their best work. Be curious. Ford approach the world and each other with a sense of interest and wonder. They are humble enough to know they can learn from every situation and actively question to understand and think critically. Create tomorrow. Ford cumulative meaningful change to optimize today and create tomorrow. They look ahead in their focal length and bring clarity to the future. They solve problems creatively, accept risk, and experiment boldly. Ford build Ford tough. Ford accept challenges and overcome them with confidence, courage, and optimism. They put the world on wheels, embarrassing disruption to evolve. They are resilient and in it for the long haul. Play to win. Ford are accountable. They are in the business to create value, and they create when they do. They are focused on our competitive fitness, efficiency, and agility. They make quality decisions and are each empowered to deliver excellence. One Ford. Ford rely on respect and care for each other. We build network and partners without boundaries. They welcome everyone's unique contributions, communicate candidly, and work together as one team. They are a family. Now Ferrari. The work culture in Ferrari is that the individual people are their strongest asset and can reach excellency only when working together as a team. With strong communication, sharing, and improving together for best results. They all have a strong sense of belonging, love the challenge, and see continuous improvement together daily for the success of our organization. Now, the products launched by the Ford and Ferrari recently. The Ford launched three models this year: Ford Kuga, Ford Mondeo, and Ford EcoSport. Let's discuss first about Ford Kuga. Ford Kuga comes in both petrol and diesel variants. In diesel variant, engine of 2.0 liter TDCI is given the power of 147 bhp to 177 bhp, torque 370 Newton meters, and 6-speed manual transmission. Whereas in petrol variant, the engine of 1.5 liter EcoBoost is given with a power of 179 bhp, torque 177 Newton meters, and transmission 6-speed automatic or 6-speed manual transmission. In exterior of Ford Kuga, some of the design and styling bits of the new Kuga have been carried over from the EcoSport compact SUV and new age large SUV. Face of the SUV has aggressive appeal thanks to its large upper terraceable grille flanked with swept back headlamps with LED daytime running lights. The prominent front bumper accommodates a wider mesh air dam and fog lamps on either side with mesh surrounds. The large alloy wheels, chunky bonnet, and quarter glass pane after a C-pillar give the side profile a much needed sporty character. The SUV comes with a new range of alloy wheels, 17 to 18 and 19 inch, with multiple finishes including luster nickel. Around the back, the SUV sports revised tail lamps, shorter rear glass, and muscular bumper. And in interior, the all-black interior theme looks like quite premium and sporty. Ford's kinetic design language is clearly visible in the dashboard layout. The multifunctional steering wheel has mounted air conditioning and other controls. The automatic version of the SUV features pedal shifts controls on the steering wheel. The Sense console features Ford's new Sync 3 infotainment system with an 8-inch touchscreen and smartphone integration such as Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and GPS navigation. Other key features include dual zone climate control, push start button, rear AC vents, rear parking camera and sensors, etc. Second one is Ford Mondeo. Its engine and transmission under a hood, except to see the 1.0 liter EcoBoost engine that currently serves the EcoSport SUV in the Indian market. The diesel engine range could include a 1.6 liter TDCI engine or a 1.5 liter unit that currently serves the Ford Fiesta in India. The Mondeo sedan is expected to return a mileage of 21 to 22 km per liter and 18 to 19 km per liter with 1.0 EcoBoost and 1.5 EcoBoost petrol engines with 2.0 TDCI. Diesel engine is expected to return a mileage of 16 to 17 km per liter. Its exterior, the front of the Ford Mondeo sedan houses a hexagonal grille with swept-back headlamps which lend it a sleek and sophisticated look. The aerodynamic design of this car is sure to have heads turning everywhere it will pass. The slim headlamps look beautiful with their curves and are quite striking. The bonnet has strong creases that add to a visual appeal at the back too. The car looks quite attractive with the stylish tail lamps. Dimensionally, the car sports 4,871 mm of length, 2,121 mm of width, and 1,482 mm of height. Its interior, the cars come with plush interiors and enhanced comfort features. The cabin feels nice and rich with quality materials, having been generously used to offer an unclustered, clean look. The leather seats and dash lends a sense of class to the cabin. The steering wheel and gear knob are also wrapped in leather and looks nice. Seats are large and comfortable with sufficient support, and the and passenger seats are electrically adjustable. There is adequate space for a family of five aided by an airy ambience. The colors in the cabin are so tasteful and lending both airiness and also including the luxury feel. The instrument cluster houses a nice high resolution display which shows the required information. The boost is large enough to Google language for the weekend. Mainly, its competitors are Honda Accord, Skoda Super, and Toyota Camry. Now comes to Ferrari. The firm launched new models in 2019, including the F8 Tributo, SF90 Straddle, and Roma as a part of a major range expansion that's set to include 15 cars in a 5-year window. F8 Tributo prices in India is more than 4 crores with engine of 3902cc, 7.1.74 bhp, only automatic transmission. The SF90 Straddle is the first ever Ferrari to feature PHEV, that is plug-in hybrid electric vehicle architecture, which sees the internal combustion engine integrated with 3 electric motors, 2 of which are independent and located on the front axle, with the third of the rear between the engine and the gearbox. It contains the engine of 4,998cc with automatic transmission and having a price of more than 7.5 crores in India. The Modena-based car maker committed to releasing 15 new models within a 5-year window, 5 of which were revealed last year itself. This means 10 new products remain, including the first SUV called the Porginu and the new flagship hypercar of the remaining lot. 2 new cars are scheduled to break over in the second half of this year. However, any concrete details of these 2 models are pretty scarce. We guess one of the 2 models could be the top version of last 50 years SF90 Straddle. The other model could be a new entry level model powered by a V6, marking the return of the Dino nameplate. Or there have been rumors of a new hybrid powertrain under development, which was spotted recently with the 488 test prototype. So which 2 models will be introduced this year? Your guess is as good as yours. On the other hand, the Portico is due in 2022, and the replacement for the LaFerrari flagship will arrive after Ferrari's first SUV. Failure and success management. In the first race, there was a lack of coordination between the technical team and management team of Ford. Technical team of Shelby Cobra and management team of Leo Baby was not on the same page, as Shelby Cobra wants Ken Miles as the car racing driver at Le Mans representing Ford, where Leo Baby was not in the favor of his decision. Leo Baby is a part of the management team and don't have the excellent knowledge of cars performance, its parts, racing techniques, and other important things which are used in the race. He feels bad when Ken Miles show him the real picture of Ford car in the car launch. Then he starts hating him and don't allow him to be a car racer driver from the side of Ford. And the technical team leader Shelby Cobra perfectly know that without the Ken Miles they cannot win the race, as Ken Miles know the car very well. Even when Ken Miles gets out from the race, he suggests to change the brake system, but no one listens to him at that time. In the second race, when Mr. Ford asked Shelby the reason of losing the race, Shelby replied, you cannot win a race by committee. You need one man in charge." He insulted he insulated Miles by the, he insulated Miles from the bureaucracy of Ford and its politics and preserved him for the task at which he was best, driving a racing car. Hence, with the coordination of technical and management team made by Mr. Shelby Cobra, made Ford successfully won the Le Mans 1924 hours race. Performance analysis of main characters in Ford versus Ferrari. Those are Christian Bale as Ken Miles and Matt Damon as Kelly Shelby Cobra. In these decades long career, Oscar winning actor Christian Bale has undergone dramatic weight changes to play a variety of roles. Still, when he signed up to portray the slender race car driver Ken Miles in Ford vs Ferrari, he was coming off a part that had seen him pack on the pounds like never before. Bale, 45 years old, had put on an enormous amount of weight to transform himself into the former US Vice President Dick Cheney for the last year's Oscar-nominated biopic Vice. He had he then had to shed 70 pounds in a short span of time to get behind the wheel as a famed British car racer driver. Those cars aren't made for comfort. Bale says in a phone interview from Los Angeles, certainly Dick Cheney could not have been race car driver. So I did have to lose a fair amount of weight if only to get into that bloody car. This movie is based on the true story of American car designer Carol Shelby, played by Matt Damon, who, with Miles, helped engineer a Ford motor car to take on Italy's fabled Ferrari team at the 1966 24 hours of Le Mans race. Matt Damon plays Carol Shelby, a former race car driver turned car designer who helped develop the GT40, which could go on the compete against the Ferrari at the end of the movie. Carol Shelby was best known for his involvement with the AC Cobra and later with Mustang-based performance cars built in partnership with Ford Motor Company. So, any of you watch this movie? Can anyone tell me who watches this movie before this presentation? Anyone?
Yes, I think more than 80 presentation I received from you all guys. So it means minimum 80 people have saw this movie. Huh?
So,
Yes.
can anyone likes to give any suggestions to Mr. Henry Ford II? In their opinion, what suggestion you want to give to her? Any suggestions from?
He should believe in his workers and his team management team.
Okay, that's nice. Anyone else? Okay. Now it's my suggestion that Mr. Ford is believing in Mr. Shelby, so he must have trusted him fully and must not have made Mr. Liu as the executive director of racing. Shelby had shown Mr. Henry Ford that his race is not like a game to play for a child, or anyone can come and win this type of race by driving that much high speed racing cars. But still, Mr. Henry Ford makes Mr. Leo as the executive director of racing, and he again did his best that Ken Miles don't be a part of the race and get success in manipulating Ken Miles from draw the race. Any suggestion for Mr. Leo? Anyone? Okay.
Yes, guys, make it an interactive session. The senior Rohit is asking, and your contribution also. I know that everyone have a talent.
Don't shy. Okay. My suggestion to Mr. Leo is that don't judge a book by its cover. As Ken Miles not look smart and rich, and his language was not like professionals and one it doesn't mean that Ken Miles cannot win the race. Ken Miles shows his capability very well and is perfect person for the race. Now, any suggestions for Mr. Ferrari? Anyone?
He should help the needy one in their bad times.
To Mr. Ferrari, how you can say he didn't help the needy ones?
He rejected the proposal which was given by Mr. Ford.
But that was his conspiracy. If you read the full story on Google, you must get to know that that was his conspiracy to know about the Ford and get his secrets.
Mr. Ferrari insulted Ford, na? So that's why I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Okay. My suggestion is in the first race car when Mr. Ford lost the race, but in the last lap he defeated Ferrari. So Ferrari should have learned from this condition that Ford car is now faster than Ferrari, but Ferrari took it lightly and have ignored it. As a result, in the second race, Ford overcomes its weakness and wins the race. Thank you so much. Now I would like to invite Mr. Devendra Arora sir to enlighten us with his words.
It's a truly mesmerized me, and I am happy to hear you all. That I think I have to make one more case study: the coordination and the team management of your SARL, Saral. Huh? So Saral stand for Swati, then Ashi, Rohit, and Lakshay. Is it? So can we give the name of your team? Saral, you make a Saral everything.
Amazing, sir.
Really? I tried to make one more name, RALS, Rals, Lars, but I think finally I conclude that Saral is a good for your group name. And I wish to be that each and every management learner should do effort to make a PPT and presentation so that the entire world came to know the light of MIT Business School. So here a merit have to throw his flag entire in the world. So those whosoever have a very good connect on social sites, upload this recording in the various YouTube channels, Facebook, LinkedIn. You have to be through a blast of this Ford and Ferrari. And I wish to invite the first year student also and other group also that they can present themselves like these guys. So big clap. I want, this is the digital clap nowadays. We can create a new things and we can go for the copyright of this digital clap. So everyone, those whosoever open their video, I will take a snapshot and share on the social sites. So everyone open the video and give a big blast to these four members. Saral, SARAL. Yeah, that's good. That's great. Apurgar Gaur is there. Yeah, everyone open the video. Yes, so that I can take a Apurgar shows only his and his danger face. Yeah, Shivanika. Yeah, everyone, open the video, please. So I turn on captions also. If you are looking this, then captions are giving the good impact on your video. Ambuj, Shivanshu. Yeah, guys. Yes, Akshit Bansal is a very good speaker. Good to see you, Shivanshu, once again. Just now, happy faces. Ambuj, just open the video. You are not in a video. Yeah, yeah, that's great. That's great. Now, Arushi, Akshit, yes, Shivanshu Sharma, you miss it. I want to make a frame so that everyone, Shivanshu, just open video again. You will get a very good photo, man. Yes. No need of comb, man. Now the word comes to rough and tough. Yeah. Hey, this Arushi Bhardwaj, why you? My God. I have to take another nap now. Just open a video. Yeah, now it's okay. I'm taking a sniping tool, help of sniping tool. This Lavi Kumar, your video is closed. You are not in frame. Anyhow, that's good. That's good. I need to save it. That's Ford and Ferrari. And Ferrari. All. Yeah. That's fantastic. Yeah, truly good. So now, Shivani, would you like to share some views on it? Yeah, Shivani.
Yes, sir. Fine.
Yeah, welcome. Anyone who want to share the views about this Ford versus Ferrari? What you learn from here? Ambuj, I expect from you. Yeah, Ambuj.
So I just want to say that they did good. It was well presented, and I have never watched that movie, but it was good.
Now you are okay, man. Ambuj, health is okay now?
Yeah, so thank you. I'm doing
I think within 10 days you will be ready to give a good presentation to all of us. Yeah?
sure, sir.
So
I'll try my best.
Yeah, Muskan Rana, would you like to share something? Most welcome, MIT Business School. All right. So have a nice evening to everyone. We will meet soon again with the new faces, new speakers. It's a wonderful, fantastic, and good, big congratulations to all of you 4 speaker. Name I gave the name of Saral. Remember the name of Saral. Yes, fantastic. Good luck and good wishes to everyone. Good one. All right. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good. All right.